Vegas lights shine bright, bad boys sitting pretty. Michael, Steve, Rob running things in Sin City. Podcast blazing truth, rhyming hard and witty. Three kings on the mic, Vegas life gets gritty. Matt Michaels dropping bombs quick wit, no filter. Sin City's own, blending gold with the silver. Steve taking notes, every word's a thriller. Rob's on the tracks, beats cold like a chiller. Bad boys a podcast, raw truth they broadcast. Speaking facts so fast, haters coming dead last. Las Vegas legends, three amigos top class. Mic in hand, setting fire, never outclassed.
Hey everybody, Matt Michaels here with Sin City Steve and Rob Ossoleri on the Vegas Bad Boys of Podcasting. Holy crap, all right, we're here. WrestleMania week. So fucking exhausted already, and it's not even started.
It's so good.
It hasn't even started.
It's so expensive unless you go on the first night with a 25% discount provided by Ram Trucks, because night 2 sucks, apparently.
That's definitely one tactic to sell your show. The biggest show of the year, mind you.
Can you not afford to go to the show? Well, you can see half the show.
Well, but again, you want to fucking peg that, but at the same time, they ran the same city twice.
I don't want to peg shit. I don't want to peg anything. Get that out of here. No.
I don't know, Steve. Some of the conversations we've had, I don't know.
All I'm going to say is when I saw it went from New Orleans to Las Vegas, we all live here, and I went, why are they doing this? Like, what?
Because this city is making a lot of money, and one of the things that we're going to talk about tonight is all the wrestling shit going on.
Yes.
Last year, there wasn't anything near this much shit going on. It's fucking insane. And the difference is that if you're going to WrestleMania, fine. But I think most people this year, there are going to be a lot of people coming in just for the other shit.
Yeah.
I'm on board with the other shit. I'm not adverse to.
You're on board with the pegging too.
Hey, whoa. I'm in the Steve camp on that one. No.
No one's in my anything when we're in this discussion.
I said camp, not pants, not pocket,
right?
Not groin, not crotch, not hole. We're not Nia Jaxing this.
Well, I mean, apparently the WWE tends to be pegging everyone. So, that's how everyone feels.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to walk up to the stadium and just stand outside with a cup against the wall and listen.
Yeah,
no, you won't need to do that. You won't need to do that. Just go to a watch party, man.
What?
Yeah.
Watch party? Watch parties are costing fucking $150.
What?
Yeah, no, I'll just do Netflix or ESPN.
Have you seen some of the prices on the watch parties, man?
Bro, I know is night 1 I am going to Stadium Swim, and it's going to be a blast. Night two, we'll see what the week holds for us. Maybe they'll get desperate and paper. You never know.
I thought we were going to your house and eating all of your food and drinking all of your alcohol.
Have fun with that.
Cool.
Have fun with that. You're going to be met with an armed security system. Enjoy.
Well, okay, well, he said have fun. So, folks, that is legalese for consent.
Yeah. See, now, if he lived on the north side of Vegas, then it would be an unarmed system. Exactly. And it would be on disability. So.
Hey.
Hello. I'll be performing on Rob's show.
Holy shit! You got jokes. You went from Steve to me. Look at that. How you know what?
I said how good is that? I'll be performing on Rob's show.
Hey, when it's time for you to actually talk about wrestling, how well is your internet going to hold up there, buddy?
That remains to be seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Here, why don't you guys talk about this shit first?
All right, cool.
Broco.
Is that where the fuck is
And it begins.
that
And
the
it
right
begins.
I mean, that's
No.
the
Where's
first one of the
where the
first
fuck
shows
is-
of Mania weekend.
where the fuck is this shit?
Mania.
Mania week.
Man, it's the Mania week shit. Where's the? Oh my god! There's too many fucking graphics. There's so much shit going on. This is so stupid.
This is why your 56K dial-up connection just doesn't hang, bro.
No, it doesn't have anything to do with my connection, bro. It has everything to do with how fucking crazy all this shit is here. No, wait, what the fuck? Where did you fucking put the goddamn stupid fucking shit from the fucking AEW bullshit?
Oh my
Where the
god.
fuck is
There,
that? No, that's
you're,
Rebellion.
there's a pay-per-view.
Is this-
Hey,
There you go.
wait,
Let's
whoa,
talk
whoa.
about this thing while I try to figure out what the fuck is going
dude, if you're
know.
gonna take time to figure things out, we're gonna be here for the entire hour plus of the show. While
let's
you figure
just
that shit out.
talk about this, Steve. You liked it. I did not.
Yeah, let's definitely talk. I thought the opener was arguably one of the best matches on the entire show. You had the Young Bucks against the Don Callis family, Okada and Takeshita. Can they coexist? Spoiler: no, they couldn't. Imagine that. No one saw that coming.
You
But
don't
yeah,
say.
I think even before we got all of the inevitable stuff between Okada and Takeshita, this was arguably the match of the night. I mean, it was a very, very quick match, and all four guys absolutely killed it. And for everybody to make a comment about how Okada how he's fallen so far and how he should be the greatest wrestler in the world. Yeah, he's showing you that he can do that stuff, but he's also showing you that he can be comedic when he needs to. So, elsewhere
this week dressed up like them was funny.
So, I mean, obviously having the spot in the corner, was hilarious. That stole some of the viral takes from people. But someone that, quite frankly, got a few more of the viral takes as well was Chris Jericho. Everybody made this big deal about how Jericho is going to come back and how he's going to beat Ricochet, and it was the exact opposite that happened. Jericho put over Ricochet clean as a sheet, despite hitting one of the cooler code breakers that he's ever hit, as Ricochet was going for a shooting star. Jericho caught him in the code breaker. Jericho pulling off a lion salt as well at his age in the ring didn't really show a whole hell of a lot of ring rust. So these guys actually put on a pretty solid match as well. But Rob, I know you got to talk some stuff, so let's go.
Well, let's get with the one I care about. The Tekla's great. She beats Jamie Hayter. No shock there. Hayter's, moreover for a tag team right now. We'll see where they go with that.
Or a trio, maybe.
Yes. I was surprised that FTR was able to take out KG Cope.
That was the right move, though.
Yeah.
That was the right move. FTR actually lost to Cage and Cope, if you remember. So now they're knotted up 1-1. So they got their win back.
One more time.
Did you just say
please cover his face? I said knotted up, but okay.
Oh
yeah. Now the match that was a little surprising was Moxley won.
Yes.
You see Will Ospreay go right out of the gate with a hidden dagger, then another hidden dagger. He was really giving it to Moxley early on in the match, and then lost momentum rapidly. He had John Moxley spitting up blood within the first 10 minutes, and somehow loses all momentum and steam and takes some nasty shots on the outside of the ring. It was brutal, and they're playing this angle. If you ever see Dragon Ball Z, Vegeta, every time he gets beat up, is grabbing his left arm. Ospreay was left with multiple stingers by the end of the match. He is not able to perform at his best. He was not able to do a Tiger Driver 91. It was surprising, but they gave it to us at the very end of a 20-minute round.
Yeah.
So did I like that they went that way? No, only because they've done this right to the edge nonsense too many times before, and they're dipping into this idea that Will Ospreay is got permanent damage because every match now is about him just getting hit in the neck. He does not have longevity anymore in matches. His matches are going to be early spots. He cannot last longer than 10 minutes. You almost starting to see this pattern. He's not going to last longer than 10 minutes of matches without getting some serious damage. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong.
I think that we are seeing Will Ospreay's acting chops right now.
No, I get that. I get it. Everything is worth.
Because he is completely cleared, brother. He is completely good to go. Did not have any injury issues after the show.
That's fine. Where are we going with this? If you're going to keep going down this, because they've been doing this on Dynamite.
He's going to lose his way to Wembley Stadium because he will lose every match he has until the Owen Hart tournament. He wins the Owen Hart tournament, goes
Fair
on,
enough.
Wins the world championship in Wembley.
All right. I can go with that where we're future booking, but that makes sense. MJF.
Yep.
MJF, I just did not like the match. It was very, very cookie cutter. MJF's an asshole. Oh, he gets the ring. He pulls it out of the ref's pants. And he, clocks Omega and nut shots him, and he wins. And then and I'm just like, you know what?
There's so much penis talk going on right now.
Yeah,
nut
shot. Clock.
Why
he clocked
him with the nut shot? I don't get it.
And
Look,
Rob didn't even talk about Andrade.
Well, Well, you speak about it. Well, he doesn't care if he wins or loses. He's just trying to get that last chick they put on the ringside, though. She was a little old for him. She was
the one at the pay-per-view?
The one before that. The one at the show before that. She was the one in Canada. She was.
So that was Mel Coleman, I believe. But yeah, so they've made a pivot. They've made a pivot with the women at ringside for Andrade after the OnlyFans model got on and talked about how fake everything was and how it was all, a comedy show, basically. So that was, quite frankly, smart for them to pivot. So now they're bringing in, obviously, indie workers, getting that extra work. This past week, it was Kingsley, who is an independent wrestler from overseas. So obviously, no doubt in town for,
the Sphere.
Well, something like that.
Yeah.
But I just to go back really quick, when Darby Allin won this match against Andrade, you could kind of see what was going to happen, because there's not really any kind of a heat whatsoever in Darby Allin versus Kenny Omega. So that was another reason why I kind of wanted to talk about this match in unison with it. Unfortunately, they telegraphed the finish for their main event, and anytime that you do that, it lessens the overall impact of that finish. And incidentally, Darby Allin wasted no time in choosing when he is going to get his championship match. He's taking this Wednesday in Everett, Washington. Friend of the show, John, honorary bad boy, will be in attendance. So he gets a world championship match. And quite frankly, I think that this pay-per-view was so heel heavy, it wouldn't surprise me if they flipped that world championship to Darby Allin in a bit of a feel-good moment, because of all of the backlash. And presumably, Tony knew that people would react this way. But regardless, I think if they put the title on Darby, how long is that title reign? Because Darby Allin versus somebody, insert Owen Hart tournament winner, does not sell tickets at Wembley Stadium.
Darby Allin does not sell tickets, period.
He's not going to do it. He's a mid-carder. Is he hardcore? Yes. Is he fearless? Does he have great spots? Yes. Does he have enough chops to be your lead mic guy? No. And you're not going to replace MJF.
He will get a world title reign, though, because he climbed to the top of Everest and planted the AEW flag there. That'll be why he gets a championship.
But you wanted, you know what? There was a long time ago. The Yankees were down 13 points, and they gave the ball to Wade Boggs, the third baseman, and he pitched knuckleballs, and he struck out the side, and they were down by so much that it was funny, and it became great. You have to give him the belt at a time where there isn't that much to lose by giving him the belt for a month or two. MJF is on fire right now. I think MJF is on fire right now, and
literally and figuratively.
Would you like to explain to the kids what a Wade Boggs is? Jesus Christ. What are you, fucking living in the 1930s?
No, Wade Boggs was 1990s when the Yankees were on fire, and everybody remembers the late 90s Yankee dynasty of 1996 into 2001. And
I mean, everyone associates Wade Boggs with the fucking Yankees. Yeah. Right up there.
You ask any New Yorker back then, every time they know exactly what the hell you're talking about. But the point stands, you got to do something with it. Think about this. Would you have given, how often do they give Drew McIntyre a title now that we're in normal times? They gave him, what, a month and a half? But when they were on the internet, so to speak, when it was just streaming and we were all locked in our homes, he was there forever. You give Darby Allin a belt when there's really nothing to lose. You're not going to replace MJF with Darby Allin and then have to go to an even bigger babyface in Will Ospreay, unless you have some mega heel turn for Darby Allin, which makes no sense either.
No, he won't turn heel.
All right, so you're not going to have babyface to babyface unless you give it to him for like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Do a Deonna Purrazzo. Oh, I'm in New Jersey. Hey, I'm famous here. I'm super over in my home state.
Yeah.
He'll get very close if they do pop it. He'll get very close, and then somebody will screw him over, and it'll be somebody from his past, and then or MJF just cheats straight up.
He could very easily win the championship Wednesday on Dynamite, and then drop it back to MJF at Double or Nothing in Queens. Realistically, that they could easily do that. So that way you get a month reign out of this.
It's like year 2000 WCW. It's like, you get the belt and you get the belt.
Well, I mean, all promotions do it from time to time. And speaking of hot-shotting the belts, I should say, those trios titles, man, they put them on the dogs for 24 hours and even gave those guys a shirt, which I'm sure we'll see in a bit. But the dogs hold the trios titles for 24 hours and then lose them very promptly to the conglomeration and the returning Kyle O'Reilly.
I did like the entrance with the comical sitcom stuff.
I like it.
It's great.
I like it. Have them all fully embrace that shit. Yeah, completely.
It reminds me of the Best Friends. They're like a stronger version of the Best Friends.
Absolutely.
And if they go to that kind of TNA style, more theatrical stuff with them, I'm on board with it. Do they need to have the belts to do it? Not necessarily, but it was still good.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, do we have pictures of other stuff now? Because I know this AEW stuff is making your internet connection sick, Michaels.
I know, right? Matt's.
And by the way, I didn't care for the pay-per-view, so I'm in Michael's country right now. I didn't care for the pay-per-view.
I'm not ever gonna say that it was a bad show because I didn't feel that it was a bad show. However, it didn't have anything blow away that after the show I was like, holy shit, that was fucking awesome.
It was formulaic AEW.
They did crown and elevate a new champion, though, somebody that's never held a singles championship, and Kevin Knight. There is the Dogs t-shirt, which literally says on the back, greatest world trios champions of all time. They held the shit for 24 hours.
Well, unless we're counting their New Japan Pro Wrestling stuff, and then you can just spray war over the top of it in gold letters.
And
can we just fucking do that already?
There's a bit of discourse online of whether or not they called an audible in this match because Gabe Kidd did dislocate his shoulder in the middle of the match. He was also supposed to wrestle Yota Tsuji in New Japan in May for the Global Championship. That's not happening either. So Gabe Kidd out of action for the foreseeable future. Best wishes to him. Hopefully he heals up.
I just want to see a bunch of guns in the air, and then they go, oh, wait a minute. We're all here. Holy shit. Oh, look at that. It's the Good Brothers. Oh, fuck. Oh, what does this mean? And I want Schiavone to go, oh, my God, what does this mean? They're all there in the ring. Why are all of these particular wrestlers there? Wait a minute. It's Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks. Oh, well, I don't get it at all.
Exactly.
Wow.
Matt,
really,
join the conversation, bro. I know this AEW talk has got you feeling
he
some
loves
kind of
AEW.
way.
He thinks it's where the elite come to wrestle.
let's go with Eddie Kingston.
Here we
Man,
go.
wrestling has changed. This is all I'm gonna say. I lied, watched ROH at the locker room, has common sense. So much disrespect, so much. And I gotta sit and chill and not say anything. LOL, cocksuckers.
Wait. I lied. Watch. Okay. ROH, Ring of Honor at the locker room, has much common sense. What the fuck language is that?
New Yorker.
Hold on. Let me try to read this as him. Maybe it'll make more sense. Man, wrestling has changed. That's all I'm going to say. I lied. Watch ROH at the locker room has common sense. So much disrespect. So much. And I got to sit and chill and not say anything. LOL, cocksuckers. Nah, it still doesn't make sense.
I mean,
Eddie's drunk again.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know what he was getting at. But
and then he said Kafefe.
Yeah, the fact that he apparently called the ROH locker room a bunch of cocksuckers.
Right.
Awesome. Good for you, Eddie. Can't wait to see.
I remember the first time he came to AEW with a broken ankle, and he sold all of his ring gear to get to AEW.
Yep.
And he lost, and they went, all right, so look at that. It wasn't that cute. The fat guy from all the indies. And then they put him out there, and he was the manager, and he was hugging everybody. And then we liked him because he did Hurricanes. He couldn't do much else. That's all he does is Hurricanes. And for all the time that he's had off, you're trying to tell me no one's giving him Ozempic, Super Greens, probiotics?
Oh, they might have given them to him, but
they throw that shit in the garbage.
Whether he consumes them is another thing entirely.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about good consumption of pay-per-views. Rebellion.
Oh, okay. Now we're getting somewhere.
Yeah. A lot of stuff went on at Rebellion, including ODB getting told that she's going into the TNA Hall of Fame. Also, some of the highlights: Ariana Grace retained the women's title. EC3 came in and took out Eric Young, so he made a little return. Mustafa Ali became the new international champion, beating Trey Miguel. We got to see Father James Missile and Abyss reunite, which
really
was kind of cool. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then
They
the system,
all the lines they did together.
Yeah. The system beat the Hardys for the tag championship, and Santana retained against Eddie Edwards. But we also saw that Alicia Edwards tried to help Eddie win, and Moose knew that she was playing him all along, and she got her up and comings. Again, you know what? Good stuff, coherent storytelling. And
that's what I like about TNA. If you go to a TNA match and you did not see all those shows leading up to it, you could still figure out what's going on just from the course of the match, because the storytelling is arm in arm with all the moves going on in the ring. It's just very good. I always love their product.
Yeah, and it's great. And then you had this controversy when MJF went
I was hoping we were going to talk about this.
Yeah, to talk about Carlos Silva on the Busted Open. And this follows TNA blocking their talent from wrestling AEW wrestlers on the indies. Rob, you want to give your best try at an MJF here for the quote?
Hey, let's talk about this, bro, about TNA and the fact that they are pulling young talent off shows when they're barely paying them any money whatsoever and telling them, hey, you can't wrestle because it's a guy from another promotion that's wrestling on this show. Does that help young talent grow? Does that help young talent become better inside the squared circle? Moreover, does that help young talent put food on their plate so they can eat? What Carlos Silva is doing is disgusting. And if anyone supports him or their company at this point, it's very hard for me to wrap my head around.
And what did he call him?
Oh, yeah. He's a dumb motherfucker. Actively a dumb motherfucker. And if he comes to Plainview, Long Island, he's going to get fucking whacked.
Who knew that MJF was a mob boss?
Except for Friday nights. Shabbos.
Yeah. You know, I find it very interesting that the reasoning. Now, Carlos Silva did go and he did make some comments as well, stating that the reason behind this was due to partner conflicts. So
No
which partners does TNA actually have right now? They have AMC as their broadcast partner. I don't think that AMC will, would be upset with TNA talent losing to talent from another promotion. Realistically, that just leaves one other partnership. I'm not going to sling mud at that entity. But at the end of the day, where there's smoke, there's fire. And it's very interesting to me.
Wait. Okay, finish that thought. Go ahead.
It's very interesting to me how it was not a problem when it was Mercedes Moné dropping a championship to Jody Threat. And it wasn't a problem when other AEW talent lost to TNA talent on the indies. Indy Hartwell just beat Deonna Purrazzo. So it was not a problem when those things happened. But Ricochet versus Leon Slater and Nick Nemeth and MJF. Those are the two major matches. Also, Moose was it wasn't announced that he was going to be wrestling an AEW talent on the MLP show this week in here in Vegas as part of the Slam Fest at the Palms. But it was already signed off on by both entities, both TNA and AEW. That match was not announced, so there's not really as much blowback in regards to the Moose match. Realistically, we as fans can sit here, we can be upset about it as much as we want, but at the end of the day, this is something that's been happening for years in professional wrestling. So it's not a surprise. Is it optimal for us as fans to view these possible dream matches? It's definitely not optimal, but it's something that should be, I don't want to say accepted.
The first thing is,
go for it.
I'm staying out of this one.
You just refer to Nick Nemeth or who is it? Moose versus.
So Moose was unannounced. Like the Moose match at MLP was unannounced, but it was signed off on by both Carlos Silva and Tony Khan.
Okay, but who is Nick Nemeth was supposed to wrestle MJF?
He was supposed to wrestle MJF May 1st at Create a Pro,
okay.
Which incidentally, Create a Pro is owned by Pat Buck, an AEW VP, and Brian Myers, who is a contracted TNA talent. So, yeah, there's...
Okay, so, again, you refer to that as a dream match.
No, I honestly, that wasn't the one. To be honest, that wasn't the one. I really, really wanted to go, and we'll talk about this when we talk about the Mania shows, but the Ricochet Leon Slater match was one match that would have gotten me to not go to CMLL, which I'm going to in the place of the WrestleCon Super Show, strictly because I wanted to see Ricochet and Leon Slater. But as a result, obviously the main event, which was listed as their main event.
Devil's advocate is they're not going to care because one match is going to ruin it for you. They're going to be like, all right, whatever.
Absolutely not.
So let's pull back the curtain a little bit.
Yeah.
Knowing for the past, AEW has been around, 6 years, right? 7 years almost?
Yeah, 7 almost.
Okay. So knowing in some of the talks here locally, Tony Khan himself has dictated certain things. There are performers who have not been allowed to wrestle here, or not been allowed, but in the end couldn't wrestle here because the local talent who you're trying to build up and put over was not allowed to win over the AEW talent. And I think, is that Tony back there? Is that, did he
I genuinely don't know what the fuck that was.
Hold on, guys. Excuse me. I just interrupted right here. Yeah, that was me. I'm underneath his chair right now. You know, he's got the hookup. So, is everyone having a good time? Everyone enjoying themselves? I am. Steve, move your leg. Back to you, Rob.
So the honest answer is, and by the way, let's take it a step further. We do remember a working relationship between AEW and TNA.
Yep.
And from what we can go back and see on physical, actual episodes, TNA was given basically jack shit.
AEW harvested all of their belts, and when the TNA roster tried to do it, they weren't even on live AEW shows except for the Good Brothers. When they did Moose was in an empty amphitheater, and the Young Bucks interfered in the match. I mean, it was very one-sided.
So, you know, I think it's funny that there is this, this creation by MJF of this, because I think, once again, it's MJF just stirring the pot. That's what it comes down to.
Devil's advocate, though. Is it MJF stirring the pot, or is it MJF being told by Tony Khan, stir the pot because I've done it too many times already, but you can take a few bullets?
No. I think MJF totally did this shit on his own. That's how he is. I mean, he does. Yeah. He knows this is going to get talked about, and he knows he's going to draw heat from all those internet people who, are not fans of his. So, yeah, I mean, that's what this was particularly done, and it succeeded. Okay. Tops tier segment tonight at WWE AAA show, where OG Grande Americano snatches the mask off Octagon Jr. to steal a win, with the crowd giving him some massive heat. Post-match, Andrea Bazarte is interviewing a blind fan who insults Grande Americano and then gets attacked. Grande yanks him over the barricade, then puts him in an ankle lock. Andrea slaps Grande, and he turns his attention to her. Very bad mistake. This is New Grande Americano's real life girlfriend. New Grande runs out and immediately attacks OG. Great brawl breaks out. Now that, again, you want to say about the other company owning shit and doing blah, blah, blah. Holy shit. That's great fucking shit.
AAA is, thus far, honestly, it's the best, the easiest to watch brand under the WWE umbrella. And I'll be honest with you guys, never in my life would I have thought that The Undertaker would receive serious consideration for Booker of the Year, but that shit is happening right now. Yeah, he's proven it, man. Excellent stuff in AAA. Excellent stuff.
Yeah, good stuff. All right, I'm not even gonna fucking touch Raw or SmackDown because it's fucking Mania week. So who fucking cares?
No, man, you're old and I'm old and he's old and she's old and the ticket prices are too fucking high and you're a punter. What do you know about shit? And yeah, that was everything. Oh, and Lesnar is kind of old too. And Femi's Black Lesnar. And what do we got? Sami Zayn's an obnoxious piece of crap. And I hope Trick Williams shoves a boot up his ass. And
he will.
A bunch of mid-carders and Rey Mysterio are going to fight for the IC belt. And yeah. And then a bunch of women are going to have 4 periods of fighting. And then they're going to go wrestle for the tag belts.
You know, that's very fucking sexist of you to fucking claim that 4 of the women are going to have periods.
Oh, that's right. They all line up. It'll be 8. It'll be all 8.
You know, I mean, predictions are predictions, but the honest answer is, I mean, what are the most intriguing things on these 2 days that you're looking forward to?
Nothing.
Wow.
Nothing.
Damn, dude.
Put him up again. I'll make this as fast as humanly possible. Becerra versus Morgan. Don't care. Gunther versus Rollins. Thrown off at the last second. Don't care. AJ Lee versus Lynch. Kind of care, but they're going to give it to Becky Lynch, and then she'll just be obnoxious doing her Trump-esque persona. The women's 4-way tag match. It's relevant now. I like who's holding it, but I don't care that much. McIntyre versus Fatu. Don't care. Those guys are too good to be in a position they're at, but there's nowhere else for them to go. LA Knight. What the fuck are they doing with this guy? Now he's an honorary Uso. This is stupid. And I show speed. Don't care about this guy. He's a loser. Punk versus Reigns. They're both old. They both look old. They're both just last minute. I can't think of anyone else choices. Demon Balor versus Mysterio. Mysterio, as long as there's no shenanigans, he's going to get the shit kicked out of him. Jade Cargill versus Ripley. Ripley's lost too much muscle mass and tone. She looks like a flabby version of herself, and Jade Cargill is meh. Sami Zayn, please lose. Please fucking lose. I can't stand you. Unless you're going to go. Unless you go full heel turn and do something really dickish. But if you don't go heel turn, lose. Brock Lesnar versus Femi. Lesnar's going to get housed. And then this clusterfuck match. It's going to be Papa Mysterio making sure the other 5 guys don't kill each other accidentally through botches.
Right. So
I was quick.
Steve, we turn to you for actual WWE sanity.
Who would have fucking thunk it? Throw the graphic up again. All right. So, all right. Here we go.
All right. So
Saturday, I think that what everybody's losing sight of is if you look at the matches that were chosen to be on ESPN and ESPN2, what are the main things associated with those matches? They're going to be, okay, so the very first match that people are going to see is the trios match or the 6-man match with the Usos and LA Knight versus Logan Paul, Theory, and I Show Speed. Okay, so just step out of the wrestling bubble for a quick second. Okay, that is going to draw crossover eyes immediately. And then what are people going to want to do? They're going to want to hang around, more than likely, if that trios match caught their attention, which I'm sure that it will, because it's going to be a spot fest. Okay. Right. And then what's going to follow that? You're going to have a no DQ, unsanctioned, let's beat the shit out of each other match. Okay, great. You reel in the casuals. I'd have to say both nights, they made excellent choices for the matches that they're going to put on ESPN. Right. Because say whatever you will about McIntyre and Fatu being in the situation that they're in. I scoffed when you said that because they are going to have, quite frankly, more eyes on them than anything else on that show.
Right.
You can say whatever you will about it, but if it's airing on ESPN2, it's going to get more eyes on them. They're going to build a fan base, theoretically. All that they have to do is not fuck it up, which I don't think that they will. So yeah, as far as the 4-way women's tag match, this was, it's still somewhat up in the air because Nikki Bella has a really bad injured ankle that she can't get cleared. And the rumor was that they were going to just sub in the Kabuki Warriors into this match because as of right now, none of Io Sky, Asuka, and Kairi Sane are off the Mania card.
Yeah, so Kabuki Warriors will take out the Bella twins before,
right.
It's a showcase for all the women to get all the women.
Correct. And AJ Lee's going to drop the title to Becky. As far as the women's world title match on that night, I think that we're going to see some shenanigans with Roxanne factoring into that in some way, shape, or form. And then
wait, Steve, hold that thought okay, so now during that match, does Liv play the video of her song and that puts Stephanie to sleep and she wins?
It wouldn't surprise me if she came out to her song, like that's going to be her thing. And because realistically, she's had the same theme or a variant of it for pretty much the entire time. So yeah, that wouldn't surprise me at all. And then of course, you got Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes. I'm sorry, I'm lying. You got Jelly Roll versus Pat McAfee in the main event. And we know Pat McAfee is winning this match. Incidentally, I'm not going to ruin it for anybody, but they have teased and the rumors are out there for the main event of Backlash.
Do it.
I'm not going to spoil the shit, but it gives away your WrestleMania main event of night 1. Night 2, Lesnar and Oba Femi. This needs to be a showcase for Oba. And I think it will. I think you're going to see, for if nothing else, the spectacle of it. ESPN on the main ESPN channel, you're going to see Brock Lesnar and you're going to see Oba Femi. I think Oba Femi's stock is going to go through the fucking roof after WrestleMania. Call it whatever you want with Lesnar. They have a real chance to make a new superstar talent in no time. And they can do that by having Oba. I don't think a squash would necessarily work. I think that it needs to be two guys beat the shit out of each other, but still have Oba get the decisive win.
Let me interrupt.
Until 3 minutes before the match when Brock goes, yeah, I don't think I want to, drop the match.
He is the only one that maybe a casual will understand if you're watching ESPN from his UFC days.
Right, exactly.
So there's a connection there. It's a smart one. It's a strategic choice to have that match.
It absolutely is.
And you don't want it.
And then you follow that up with the 6-man ladder match, which realistically, I think the ultimate winner of that match will be the fans, because look at the guys in that match. I think that really could surprise a lot of people. Trick Williams is going to be put over like a motherfucker by Sami Zayn. And if he's not, that's a real problem. But I think legitimately Sami Zayn has the possibility of establishing Trick Williams as a name in WWE. As far as, Jade and Rhea, I think this is one that, is, I don't want Jade to win this match, but I have the sneaking suspicion that she will.
Rhea Ripley does not look like she's in her best physical shape right now.
Well, she also took to social media, I believe it was tonight, and mentioned that she's been battling an eating disorder. So you're an asshole. So
how the fuck,
and then he also put down his girl Jade, who he was head over fucking heels about, and he's just like, "What is wrong, man?
But Jade can hold down cornbread.
Are Are you now just angry white boy? Has everything rubbed off on you, and now it's filtered through you?
I learned it from watching you. No, she's had time to develop into some kind of a character with some charisma. Even, you know, a good heel will have charisma. She doesn't. She just doesn't have any charisma. Rhea Ripley does have charisma, but I'm not seeing anything new there. I'm not seeing a new side to her.
Cool. Yeah. All right, finish your thoughts, Steve. Because
all right, this is running long, but anyway, unfortunately, I think we're gonna see Mysterio beat Finn, and have some sort of chicanery. The mystique behind the demon has all but been ruined. Side note on that, how much green do you think Finn has consumed for his training regimen for this week? Obviously, we all know how he said that he loves that shit. And who can blame him? Anyway, your main event, CM Punk versus Roman Reigns. I really don't want this to be the main event for WrestleMania, but here we are. And unfortunately, I think CM Punk's going to retain this title. I don't know. I don't know. Roman Reigns is a part-timer at this point. But, you got CM Punk doing CM Punk things, and he'll retain.
All right. So, that's it. Nothing else to talk about. Have a great night, everybody.
Wow.
Nope. We got a lot more.
That's Mania weekend. Everything's wrapped up. One person that we won't be seeing this weekend is Alberto Del Rio, which apparently he's been arrested in Mexico. The situation has gotten worse by the hour. What started as domestic violence case is now being talked about as possible attempted murder, according to reports. Allegedly attacked his wife after accusing her of cheating, and claims the violence escalated to the point of serious injury. Neighbors even say they had been calling police for months. Currently in jail while prosecutors decide the charges. If things go the worst way for him, could mean years, maybe decades behind bars. It could be the end of his career.
Yeah, I mean, we all know about the allegations that have followed Del Rio throughout his career. And the thing that really stands out is I don't believe he's been convicted or found guilty of any of those domestic violence charges. But again, like I said earlier, where there's smoke, there's fire. And for it to be now charged as attempted murder, holy shit. In any event, Del Rio's done. Obviously, fans have been clamoring for him down in AAA for the longest, but yeah, he's done, man. He should not be anywhere near a pro wrestling card for the foreseeable future as a result.
Yeah, I mean, it's horrible news, and it just gets worse when you hear the unraveling like that. And,
yes.
And he hasn't had a spotless history either. So
no, not at all, man. It's been murky or checkered, if you will. Right. But yeah, like I said, man, those allegations have followed him. We all knew about the things that went down with Saraya, and that whole situation, which right. I personally thought that would have been the end of this pattern of behavior. Nope, clearly not, unfortunately.
Right. I don't know if anyone else has any thoughts on anything. Anyone?
Yeah,
anyone? I guess he can't do a quick change.
Evidently not. It's it just goes to tell you, man. Incidentally, did you happen to by any chance have his mugshot? Dude looks like an old cartel leader that got detained.
No,
Like
I
he
didn't
does
come
not
around
look,
to it.
he does not physically look great.
Yeah.
Which, you know, I don't ever want to wish ill will on anyone, but yeah, man, it's people need to be sometimes you need to be taught a lesson. And it's you know, it hopefully everything has a positive end to it, but
Yeah.
never know.
Yeah, and apparently some people are back and still are doing nothing. This is the lamest setup ever. Oh my god. Oh, what a fucking diva.
It is your holy president, Donald J. Trump, bringing the word of God to the masses. That's right. That's right. Look at the glow of freedom like never before seen. This is such a wonderful day, such a holy day. It is the second coming of his Savior, Donald. And as it says in Don Treason's verse 1, the most important verse 1, chapter 1, Donald Trump is the president, and thou shalt have no other president before Donald J. Trump. You know, this is the WrestleMania time of year, the time when we see Triple H crucified for the sins of wrestling humanity, nailed to a cross and put in the center of Allegiant Arena, where people will throw tomatoes and fake Jack Pacific figures at him, and they will rise him up on the third day at T-Mobile at Monday Night Raw, and then Stephanie McMahon will weep at his empty tomb, and he will rise from the dead. Oh wait, that's me. And I will rise from the dead, and we will be vengeance like never before seen. Okay, we are going to make wrestling truly great again. That's what I'm the one rising from the dead, not Triple H, because I'm the one who owns wrestling. You know, people don't talk about this. People forgot about my Silver Dome win in 1983. It was considered the very greatest win of all of wrestling. And I have cured and healed so many people, so many more than Hulk Hogan and John Cena, because you can't see him. You think about that. You can't see him. John Cena of the C Nation, okay? You can't see him. So how did he heal all those kids? He goes to all these hospitals with all these billions of sick kids. Okay, none of them come back alive, by the way. Cena goes there. None of them come back to life. They all die. I go there. So many are saved, okay? So many children were saved because of my Donald Trump suplexes, okay? These are the greatest snapdragons, even. Golden Snappy Dragon suplexes. It's the most technical suplex, quite honestly. So many people have said this. They've never seen a suplex performed so well before. So many wrestlers, so many trainers. King Kong Gorilla Al Bundy said this. He said, wow, that's a suplex. He said that. He said that back in 1977. And Harley Drag Race. He met me and he goes, you know what? I don't think I can beat this guy. And I said, I know. You know what? I'm going to be running for president, so I'm going to let you win some belts. By the way, did anyone tell you look like Hulk Hogan? And he goes, yeah, I know I look like Hulk Hogan. It's true. You know, he said that. He did say that. But we have made America such a great place, and we are going to move all future Crown Royal Jewel, all in WrestleManias to Allegiant Stadium from now on. So from now on, the Crown Jewel, all elite Wrestling Mania main event tournament, grand prize, championship, presidential seal, congressional wrestling matches will be held at either Allegiant Stadium or at the Trump Kennedy United Stadium, where I will take on billions and billions and billions of contenders and beat them all. And quite honestly, these will be decisive victories that many people thought were not possible because, again, the holiest wrestler is here. And in fact, I've won so many matches and cured so many people. They call me the doctor of thugonomics. They said that I am the doctor of thugonomics. Okay. There was Reaganomics, and then there's thugonomics. And then I'm the doctor of it. I've got the medical degrees and everything. I've got so many degrees in the wall. Nobody talks about this, by the way. I'm treated very unfairly by Tony Khan, who might be an Iranian terror agent. He might be an Iranian terror agent. So, to Mr. Khan, we need you to get your ships out of the Strait of Hormuz. Okay? They're trying to counter block my block of their counter and putting ships in the Strait of Hormuz, and you guys stop it. Stop it now. Release the ships and release the indie wrestlers, okay? One of our good friends, a good friend of Benjamin Netanyahu, Maxwell Jacob Friedlander, he says, you know what, Maxwell Jacob Friedlander, he goes, they're blocking the ships, and because the trade's not happening, it's making the oil prices go up, and now people aren't going to get to the Louis Armstrong Center in Queens because of these high prices. So, Mr. Khan, tell your people to release the blockade, and maybe we'll let you stay on as the Ayatollah of AEW, the AEW Grand Khomeini. I think we killed most of his family. We killed Shad Khan in the first strike. The first missiles hit so well, we killed Shad Khan and all of Tony's kids. You know, they called him Tony the Tiger of Iran. Okay, they called him a frosted flake because he was scared white when those missiles came down. We sent him a picture of his house.
They held back on a lot of what they could do.
Mr. President, you've never sounded better.
Well, that's because you're a patriot, Sin City. But Michaels is a liberal. He voted for Sleepy Joe and Mary Joe, and he voted for Kamala. He voted for Indian Kamala. He voted for white Kamala, black Kamala, Asian Kamala. He voted 4 times for each of her colors. You know, so sad. So very sad.
Okay.
But I forgive you.
Great. All right. That's enough of that nonsense. Listen to that guy. Oh my goodness. Doctor. All right. We go from there. We go from the doctor to get into all this stuff. Okay. So there we go. All right. Steve, you can just kind of talk about stuff as I pull them up, what you're looking forward to, etc.
Absolutely, man. So the first big show, if you will, or the first real evident show that we are in Mania Week is Wednesday. Boca Raton Championship Wrestling. I will be in the house for this. As main event is Joe Coffey and Matt Riddle. That's going to be a pretty solid match, man, to say the least. 2 guys that can definitely beat the hell out of each other. And also, if you look, I mean, you've got Kenny King and EJ Nduka against the Sons of Boca, which happen to be Cesar Bononi and Noah Kakoa. And then another one that I'm looking at is Kurt Stallion and Ben Bishop versus Gangrel and Zach Clayton. So, I mean, that definitely could be a very interesting match as well. You've got a friend of the show, Red Cup Jeff, will be in the house for that one. Yeah, pretty solid show to get things started.
Yep. And of course, Rob, anytime you want to chime in on anything, you can.
Well, tomorrow is a great. I don't know where I don't know who that guy is, but what I would say is tomorrow, Wednesday, is a very special day. It's tax day. So pay your taxes. Immigrants, you need to pay your taxes or you're getting El Deportivo. Tomorrow is a very special day. It's the roast of Donald J. Trump. Okay. Donald Jesus, that's the J. Jesus, the Savior Trump, and you get to roast me at Vintage Vegas Cocktail Lounge. Well, look at that. Look at that. Who's that guy on the right, though? I don't know that guy. Vintage Vegas Cocktail Lounge. And you could roast Donald Trump. Or you can roast me. As I go through my many changes on stage in front of you and reveal that all along, I am Rob Bossoleri. All along, Donald Trump has been portrayed by myself for all of these many months.
Damn.
And
I had
to
no
all
idea.
of you have been fooled. All of the times I cut, Donald Trump wasn't actually here, preempting me. It's been me all along. And but I hear next week that we might get a visit from Barack Obama. So stay tuned for that. But you can roast me tomorrow at 1227 South Main Street at Vintage Vegas Cocktail Lounge. And we're doing it free because we love you. And because I, too, am a man of God. Damn it, Siri, didn't put the flashlight on. It's okay, though. It's okay.
Oh, boy. So basically what you're saying is tomorrow night, if you want to get pegged, go down and get the cocktail.
Well, it's my birthday, so we're going to give out lots of cocktails. And I'm half black, so the cocktails will be big.
Happy birthday.
And I happen to sell vitamins by day, and this is the tablecloth for my vitamin vendor table.
Jesus. All right. Boatermania, any thoughts?
So the obviously the main event is Brittany Blake and Shotzi Blackheart. That's going to be a pretty solid match there. And then if you look down at the bottom in this graphic, Izzy Moreno, Brittany Brooks, and Gypsy Mac. So pretty interesting stuff there. This is one of the best Podair cards that Ed has put on. So,
yep. What'd you say, Rob?
What Brittany Brooke looks like Sol Ruka.
Sol Ruka looks like Brittany Brooks.
Yeah, maybe because she's blonde and curly. I don't know. All right, what's this? Is this is like a 2 girls in 1 cup video or?
Hey man, Tokyo Joshi Pro. The things that stand out here is obviously you've got the Inspiration going for their tag team championships, and fresh off of recording American Gladiators, obviously that's debuting. You've got J-Rod going for the Princess of Princess Championship. So yeah, solid stuff, and that's going to be the early morning show on Thursday. That's kicking off at, I believe, 11 a.m.
Is it the Joshi?
Mm-hmm.
I thought.
Ooh, now we're talking.
There you go.
Spark is running on Sunday. Okay.
Yep. Spark is running Sunday. Hell yeah.
Rob, these girls down there, they look quite very much like your party dolls. It's it's quite crazy.
I like what I'm seeing here. Okay. They don't. Are they legal though? I got to ask these questions now because I get in trouble.
I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know what's the legal age
Rio
in Japan.
Watanabe. Watanabe on me? I'll tell you.
Watanabe.
Wow, she's got some Watanabes on her, I bet. Wow, look at that. Look at that.
All right. Let's move on. Slamfest.
Yeah. All right. So
Well, that's what we're gonna call it. Slamfest. Joshi Wrestling Slamfest with Donald Trump as the ref in every match.
Of course. Dude, this is the show that the indie show that I'm looking forward to the most. The main event is obviously it's going to be Mystico versus Hechicero. Elsewhere, you've got Claudio versus Atlantis Jr. interesting to note, it was actually just announced Persephone will be defending her CMLL Women's World Championship against not TBD, but Tessa Blanchard. So very interesting stuff there.
Which technically is TBD.
There you go.
Tessa
There you
Blanchard.
go. It was right in front of us the entire time.
Yeah.
And obviously, you've got the minis, and dude, this show is going to be a blast. You've got Mascara Dorada and Neon, and then immediately after that, this is going to be a very solid show as well. You've got House of Glory and Michael Oku against Charles Mason, Brody King and Zilla Fatu, as well as the Hardys versus the Good Brothers.
Ooh.
Hell yes.
Yes.
Hell yes. Yeah. And Bandito, Amazing Red, the artist formerly known as Dakota Kai, Charlie against Shotzi, and Ricky Sosa versus Cashflow. It's going to be a solid 2 shows right there from the Palms. I will be in the house for both of those for sure.
How much are tickets for that for our people who roundabouts, we think?
So you're going to be looking starting about $100. So
That's
if you're looking at a solid section, obviously there are going to be some tickets, I believe, just to get in the doors about 70. But there's a good section with plenty of seats left available for both of those shows.
Good. I want to see shows like that succeed, because we can complain about the big ones all we want, but there's good wrestling, like you guys said on the top of the hour. There's good wrestling for everybody.
Absolutely. And shout out to that guy with that sign sitting front row at AEW Dynasty, who said that his tickets in the front row were cheaper than nosebleeds at WrestleMania 42.
Yeah, which is great, because all 8,000 people who crammed into that that's the thing. That's the problem. Oh, their tickets are so expensive. Oh, blah, blah, blah. If AEW's following demanded those ticket prices, motherfucker would be going after it.
Capitalism. I'm never gonna hate on capitalism by any means, but I am happy with the fact that there is an alternative. That's all I can say.
Right.
And he's not wrong. If I could get front row and all of those wrestlers are top talent, we're never going to say that they're not newbies at AEW. And so, yeah, why not? He's not wrong.
Yeah, except for the fact that, Rob, for weeks on end on this show, your comment has always been, I don't know why they use the independent people on those shows.
Yeah.
So there goes your whole newbie theory.
Well, I mean, some of them are just jobbers. In fact, all of those people that jobbed on AEW, I didn't see any of them on the card of any of these shows that you mentioned.
There you go. What is this one, Steve?
So this is going to be Stardom's show here in Vegas. So you've got Alex Windsor putting her New Japan Strong Women's Championship on the line against Saya Ida. And then you also have a very intriguing match with Athena versus Rena. Anytime that you can go see Athena in a wrestling ring, I highly recommend it. There's a heavy AEW presence on this show. As you know, elsewhere you've got the Babes of Wrath and Chris Statlander taking on May Sarah, Azumi, and Starlight Kid, which could be a very, very solid match for sure as well.
All right, and then we jump to this.
Hell yes, man. The World on Lucha. You've got some very solid matches here. You've got Thunder Rosa in action against Julissa Mexa, and then you also have Vipress against El Desperado. So you've got an intergender match here, and it's a Lucha Extrema match. So there are going to be weapons and all sorts of crazy shit. Not to mention Team Dragon Gate versus Team Gringo Loco as your main event. So pretty solid stuff there as well.
All right, and then we got
buddy,
Bloodsport.
Ooh, buddy. So Josh Barnett versus Yuji Nagata. Hell yes. Natty Neidhart versus Shayna Baszler. That is all that needs to be said about that match. Yeah, very solid. Elsewhere, you've got Zack Sabre Jr. in action against Ray Jazz. You've got Timothy Thatcher and Charlie Dempsey as well. So you've got a very strong presence on this show from all various companies. So it's not tied to just one in particular. Obviously, Timothy Thatcher, he's, I believe, the Evolve GM, I believe.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. So he's getting in there against Charlie Dempsey, who, say whatever you will about, his dad and paving the way for him and that kind of thing. But Charlie Dempsey is an excellent professional wrestler. So and then obviously, Royce Isaacs, Shane Mercer. So very solid stuff on this show from beginning to end as well.
All right. And then this one here.
So here you've got the Relentless Pro show that's going down at the FSW Arena. So your main event, you've got the SoCal Heavyweight Championship, Mikey O'Shea and Alex Ace. Also, you've got a couple of friends of the show here, EJ Sparks and Gino Rivera. So they've got some good stuff cooking for Relentless Pro Wrestling on Friday.
All right, and what is this? Joey Janela's doing another spring break. Seems like he has spring break every year.
Oh, what a thought, right? And just so happens that Joey Janela is wrestling against Brody Lee Jr. in this match. So they've actually done a lot of really good build with this. So very solid stuff there. And then from going, somebody's entry into the business to somebody's final match, you have the Sandman versus the Invisible Man in Sandman's swan song in his retirement match.
R.I.P. Sandman.
I know, man.
It's gonna be sad when he passes away. Whoever decided, oh yeah, this is a good idea. After Sabu died, let's do the Joey Janela spring break show in Vegas as an ECW alumnus, and I'll survive.
Bro, all that I have to say to you about this is please seek out the clips of them building this, or him building this match. Very, very solid stuff. You never can tell. The Invisible Man might have a few things up his sleeve. But elsewhere, you got Jack Perry and Marco Stunt. Are they reforming Jurassic Express for one night?
Didn't Marco Stunt retire last month?
Evidently. And then, you've got Mance and, Steph DeLander against Megan Bain and to be announced. So we'll see what happens there as well.
Tessa Blanchard?
No, it's probably going to be another dude, but we'll see.
All right, so and then we got this year, the Mania tailgate. That is the Mania Club is actually doing a tailgate on April 19th, which is awesome. Interesting. If you don't know, the Mania Club is the people who have been there for countless number of Manias. So they're holding that. We have Effie's Big Gay Brunch, which is very big and very gay, kind of like Rob.
I can make a call to a certain guy and have you taken care of.
Ooh. Now are we talking?
You know what?
Are we talking pegging?
Wait, it's pegging like never before seen. And the Cosmo Queen of Melrose is going to take a piece of your ass and leave the lipstick.
Of course. Effie versus Zack Sabre Jr. Effie versus Zack Sabre Jr. Also, Nyla Rose and Dark Sheik on the show. Yeah, and then that four-way too. Charlie Evans, Ali Catch, SDL, and Kid Bandit.
Yeah. Speaking of Kid Bandit, they'll be on the Divas and Drag Wrestling show on Friday, April 17th, which is at Area 15. Area 15 is putting on a bunch of stuff, including a brawl crawl, which will happen on the 17th as well, where you get drunk with Santino, MVP, Priscilla, RJ City, and Carlito. One of those things don't look like the other.
Why is RJ City there? Why? I still don't know who he is. I still have no idea who the hell that guy is.
He's the draw, man. He's the big fucking draw, right? That's the reason you're gonna pay $100. I think it's like $170 to do that.
RJ City may be $170 to drink with him.
Encore Beach Club, Saturday, April 18th, man. Diplo and Ric fucking Flair.
Woo.
I think that
looks like both of them used AI on that photo.
Well, the Rick one isn't AI. That's definitely an old stock photo. Yeah. But the Diplo is great. I mean, that's hysterical. Yeah. So you got that going on. And then, of course, it is Full Tilt weekend. And some of the things going on here through FSW Arena and the HyperX Arena at the Lexor. And that includes the Mecca 11 with some big matches. TJP, Jonathan Gresham, Richard Holiday, Bad Dude Tito, and Hammerstone.
Hell yeah.
Zilla Fatu and Kevin Cross.
That'd be dope.
Leo Rush and Bodie, which is a chance of a lifetime for Bodie there.
Absolutely.
Resplendor is kind of a new guy who Gringo Loco recommended. So Cage and Gringo Loco and Resplendor are going to be having a match there. And there's a big six-way going on as well. And I know Robbie E. Robert Stone is going to be in the house. Particularly inquired about that match in particular. And then you have Natural Born Killers on the 18th.
That's going to be dope.
Yeah.
That's going to be a hell of a match right there.
Yeah, Matt Riddle and Jonathan Gresham. And you're going to also see G-Sharp and TJP. Mazzani and Ryan
Walker.
Yep. Joe Deshawn and Brett the Threat and Janae Kai and Shayna Baszler. Those are the announced matches. But you also have the WWE ID showcase. Lenny Luck defending against Notorious Nemi. Marcus Mathers and what's his fucking nuts? Starboy Charlie. And then Fallon Gray and Erica Demia, who they now have new names for.
Yeah, exactly.
So
that should be good.
Yep. And you're actually going to see, Thatcher wrestle Bam Holloway. So,
hell yeah.
And, Gordon Rourke is on the show and some other of the WWE ID talent. So, that's what's going on.
No shortage of action this week.
No, there's a lot of things to do if you.
And we didn't even cover everything. Like that was maybe half of the shows.
Well, right. We didn't cover. I know PCO is going to be in town because tomorrow Scotty's running his thing at the Palms. Juggalo Championship Wrestling.
Yep, they've got a midnight show.
Yeah.
Voicesofwrestling.com has an excellent week ledger for you. It shows you every single show and every single match that's been announced. So it is phenomenal for plotting your last minute shows that you want to hit up WrestleMania week. Again, that's voicesofwrestling.com. And it is the WrestleMania weekend 2026 full schedule. And they gave you a map too.
Yeah.
And
and also
so many more matches here too. I mean, good Lord.
There's so much going on.
The Nerd Bar, they're doing their 2-night Sabu memorial shows.
Yes.
So
there's 15 pages of wrestling events.
Yeah.
And that's not even, so you got Rikishi's school is doing their show. They have free shows going on in like the Container Park downtown and other venues. Tons of different free shows. There is quite a bit of wrestling going. Like I said, it is doubled or even tripled from what it was last year. And this, I think, is the bigger draw for a lot of people who might not want to go to WrestleMania, because then you have all the watch parties as well. Okay, so let's get to some other stuff. Well, here, Steve, why don't you do your job?
All right, so the over-under of the week, dude, I was racking my brain as far as how to put this into words this week, but the over-under for hours of Mania content that will be put out in Las Vegas among all of your indie shows, all of your everything for the next week is going to be at a minimum of 1,000 hours of content. So that is your over under, and I would say take the over, because
the 1,000 hours. Steve, isn't the 1,000 hours just the show that's going from midnight until like 6 a.m.? The one that's long overnight. Yeah, that long.
That's
overnight.
One show.
It's so crazy.
Those midnight shows, bro. You gotta watch those, man. Yeah, it clusterfucks abound for sure. So yeah, over 1,000 hours of professional wrestling will be hitting the airwaves over the next week. So whether it's on Triller, whether it's on Title Match, whatever avenue, if you can't be here in Las Vegas to witness it all, there are plenty of avenues that you can seek out to watch all of these shows, because they're all going to be broadcast on one of those types of services.
There you go. All right. A couple quick things here. AEW and NFL are doing Lucha masks.
Lucha masks will be available for order starting tomorrow on Rob's birthday. So, yeah, they will be right there on Shop AEW, but also right on the NFL's website.
So somebody go and buy me a Lucha mask.
Right, and get him a Jacksonville Jaguars one.
Of course. I had already planned on it.
New York Giants.
I'm sorry.
Giants.
No.
And God help you if it's a fucking Patriots one.
I was going to get you a Jets one, but okay.
They suck.
I like the Patriots one for you. In fact, I think Steve and I are going to pull some money together here and
here we go.
Get you that Patriots Lucha mask.
Well, I think we know one person that would like that.
All right. AEW announced Tales from the Top Rope, which is going to be going on Adult Swim.
What?
That also drops on the 16th. So that's it's Thursday. That will be going live on the Adult Swim YouTube channel, their website, and also I believe that they will be airing it on their network as well, on Cartoon Network.
Peacock's doing a documentary on Shawn Michaels, and apparently during this he poses with his kids in the Shawn Michaels pose, which is pretty fucking awesome.
Hell yeah.
And holy shit, we're fucking old, because
no shit.
those kids are now like 20 something, which is just a frightening thought. All right, let's see what else here. Yes, if you're in Vegas, Miz is going to officiate 5 weddings in Las Vegas and ahead of WrestleMania 42. I think that's going down, I believe, on Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. It's kind of a first come, first serve. The first 5 couples are going to get married by the Miz at one of the chapels here in Vegas.
Will their weddings be awesome?
Oh, they will be.
Oh,
They
yeah.
will be. This guy might be in the audience for some of those weddings. Dave Meltzer.
Dude.
Weirdly enough, Dave Meltzer, I think he ended up at the wrong show.
Oh man.
I just want to know how much he spent on his ticket.
Right. Well, you know that he's not on the comp list for WWE.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Exactly. Page and Page. There we go. Which is pretty nice. Again, one of the coolest things this weekend was the OC Grande Americano unmasking Octagon and doing that whole brawl. That was great. Hope to see more of that type of stuff in AAA. Speaking of WrestleMania, AJ Styles is asked in the chat of his live stream his best WrestleMania match. He said it was WrestleMania 33 against Shane McMahon. Styles says Shane's perfection led them to having the best possible performance, which actually, if you go back and watch that match, it is possibly one of his best matches.
I would have thought for sure the Nakamura match. 1 year later was that Mania 34. But yeah, 33 was also very good.
Yeah.
That Shane McMahon Coast to Coast was great.
Yeah. We kind of talked about this, Ricochet defeating Jericho. Man, talk about fulfilling your contract. Jericho, it's like, did he sign a new contract? I don't know, because when you got dates left and you're just kind of, you got his ego and losing like that on your first match back, that doesn't add up.
He's playing the hits, man.
Oops. We'll get there in a second. Kenny Omega paid tribute to his Golden Lovers partner, Kota Ibushi. Rob, that made me think of us. Yeah, well, I mean, they're Golden Lovers. I guess we'd be like, I don't know, Silver Fox Lovers?
I was going to say Bald Buddies.
Ooh, Bald Buddies. Oh, that does sound really fucking nasty. Hey, check out the Bald Buddies.
Right?
Well,
hey,
no,
pal.
like the Bald Bunnies.
Ooh, Bald Bunnies. Ooh, shaven.
Clean, baby.
Yeah.
Seeing Omega hit that golden triangle was dope.
Right. And then
what the fuck was that?
Brilliant.
I mean, I like how she was wearing that at Coachella and she's just completely wasted, but yeah. Notice how I never picked her. Every time you would say which chick, I never picked her. Because you know damn well you're waking up to that. Oh, good man. Good man.
Yeah, but you just hated on her for like an hour and a half.
Men of culture, we meet again. All bro needed was a little smack.
Keeping it in the family. And look at the look on look at his face.
LA Knight.
Yeah, LA, this is a bad day. Yo, bros. Getting a little game. Yeah.
CM Punk. This was a comment a fan had. I just rewatched CM Punk promo from Raw. Noticed Punk made a reference to Chris Benoit. Punk was supposed to face Benoit at Vengeance 2007 in Houston, the same building where Raw was that past week. And speaking of Benoit, there he is with Jericho, Christian, and Edge.
Does
Nice
Christian
of
have
him.
to stay in character all of the
Of course he does.
Yeah.
David, you had a father.
time?
Yeah, Christian is now the high school art teacher.
Chartreuse is green. It is a green color. It is not fucking red or magenta. It's green, you little shit. Fail.
Some movie posters. Pedro Pascal is Eddie Guerrero in
Is that
Line
real?
Pete
Is that-
Steele.
If only, bro. If only. That would work too.
Yeah, Margot Robbie in Oblivion.
That would work.
Yeah. Chain of 10.
It's scary. It's scary
That
that
works
it's so good.
too.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and that actually would be a good movie right there. This is hysterical.
That
With
works.
all
That
eyes,
works.
Yeah. No.
He's not famous enough for it. Yes, yes,
Colin
yes.
Farrell as CM Punk.
The two of them. No, put the two movies together.
Matt Damon as John Cena.
They're both Boston. It works.
Oh my God.
Those
But
all worked. Those were
Those-
perfect.
all perfect.
Absolutely.
This week, there just within the past 24 hours or so, there was a huge news story. And of course, unfortunately, Bad Boys cannot get away from the controversy with stuff that certain people put out on social media. And our president, after the tragic loss of Hulk Hogan, has decided to try to bring him back. He is a doctor, and it's just quite amazing to see. Hopefully, the Hulkster does come back.
We did the very best we could. We gave him a 1,500 cc's infusion of his greatest beer, the all-American beer, the Great American Beer, Budweiser, Keystone Light. I don't know who the fuck drinks that shit. But I put my healing hands on him, and then I put my healing hands on Brooke, and I said, Brooke, we need some of your holy water that flows so freely through your virgin lady parts. And we touched her, and then Hulk was purified and sent to heaven by the grace of God. Ric Flair is in God. You know who's God? Donald Jesus, the Savior Trump. Believe it. Believe it. Your Lord and Savior. Let the people see. Let the people touch, and they will see.
Okay. And if you want to roast that jackass, either one, we get the two faces of the Trump guy, the Vegas Trump guy, on Wednesday night, and once again, what's the address on that, Rob?
1227 South Main Street, Vintage Vegas Cocktail Lounge.
There we go.
Which,
All right, Steve.
incidentally, is right next to the Bizarre Bar where there will be wrestling shows. So if you by any chance happen to be at the at that venue right there on Main Street, it's literally, I'd say maybe 100 feet to the Vintage
Bizarre-
Vegas Cocktail Lounge.
Yeah, the Bizarre Bar. Was that it? Oh, is that the one? Oh, I know. It's in the other corner, the opposite street corner.
It's literally, yeah, like you cross the street and it's right there.
It used to be the Swan Dive, and now they haven't gotten their sign up yet. Okay.
Yep. So
And now Rob looks like a coked out 80s Wall Street executive.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do here, guy. Oh no, I would need a yellow tie and suspenders.
It's like reminding us that tax day is tomorrow. Rob Bossoleri.
You know, my favorite movie is American Psycho. Speaking about coked up guys from the 80s. But
Okay.
I gotta say, I do like the hair. This is just
Videotapes.
feels right.
All right, Steve, what do you have to say?
Hey, I just want to say thank you to everybody for hanging out with us tonight. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, doing all the stuff that you guys do. We appreciate each and every one of you. Also, what's that?
Reaganomics.
Reaganomics. Very special shout out to all of the brave men and women serving this country, whether you're doing it on lands, foreign or domestic. Thank you for doing what you do so that we can do what we love to do. And last but not least, repsports.com, reppsports.com. Go there for all your pre-workout, weight loss, and general energy needs. Repsports.com. Use promo code Vegas at checkout. Save yourself 10%. And hit up WrestleMania week shows.
I want that picture. I love that. That's my profile.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
So good.
Ah, there you have it. All right. Speaking of coked out guys.
Did any of you have a great time tonight? Yeah.
With that, everybody, thank you for hanging out. We'll do it all again next week. Till then, happy wrestling.
Rolling up the strip under neon lights. Podcast mic is glowing in the desert night. Matt Michaels leading with the swagger tight. Sin City Steve right by his side. Alright. Rob Butcher Larry dropping truths, no fear. Broadcasting stories, make it loud and clear. From the Fremont edges to the Bellagio sphere. These bad boys rule, let me make that clear. Vegas bad boys, tearing up the scene.
To Matt Michaels and the Vegas Boys of Podcasting, this is John Cena saying thank you so much.